Alright, so I'm not in my house right now. I don't have my normal setup, so the audio might be a little echoey. It might only come out of one headphone. There's not really a whole lot of I can do about that right now, but I needed to get on and make a quick little video about this. So the video that I'm making today is about David Pakman's tweet that he made yesterday, or 2 days ago, I should say, where he said, "Very surprising that there would be a mass shooting at a Christian school, given that lack of prayer is often blamed for these horrible events. Is it possible they weren't praying enough or correctly despite being a Christian school?" Now, the point David Pakman is trying to make here is, thoughts and prayers, that rhetoric that largely comes from conservatives. It's not really addressing the core issue here. It's just really frustrating, and I'll be the first to say, yeah, this is definitely not worded the best and doesn't really come off in really great taste. I think that he could have gotten his point across in a different way, and I don't think it's the best tweet. I don't think this is the best worded tweet from David Pakman here. However, it seems that there has been a very concentrated attempt at trying to literally cancel him, and the best example I have here is Candace Owens replying to David Pakman's tweet and saying, "To any of your advertisers who may be following this, this is not a contrived mob or anti-Semitism. This is you dealing with the consequences of sending the most horrifically bigoted tweets directed at dead Christian children who, according to you, should have prayed." And there are a lot of people that are sending David Pakman's advertisers messages and emails and things saying that, they should not be advertising him. And he made a video about this today called "They're Trying to Cancel Me and They Might Succeed," where he goes over a lot of these things. He shows some messages,
Viewers,
tweets
nor are
that
they.
he's been receiving online, talking about, people going and emailing his advertisers and how he's trying to, deal with this and make it better. And it seems like there's a really big fallout here from what David Pakman said in his tweet, but again, it wasn't worded the best. I can definitely agree with that. It doesn't really make sense for us to be canceling someone like David Pakman when people like Matt Walsh have literally gone on their programs and blamed the victims in shootings, the Club Q shooting in Colorado that happened last year, for the shooting, and it doesn't make sense for, again, the conservatives are the ones who say, largely in part, cancel culture's wrong, we're anti-cancel culture, cancel culture's bad, but then they are the ones that perpetuate a narrative of cancel culture. They literally do it. This isn't a secret. I've said this many times on this channel, but this is what happens. This is what they do. They're all hypocrites. And again, if we're going to cancel David Pakman for his tweet, that again, I don't think it was the best tweet, but I do not think he had malice behind it, and I don't think that he was blaming the victims when we have people like Matt Walsh that literally go on their show and talk about transgenderism and drag shows and how that type of stuff can lead to shootings where people die. And that's literally what he says in this clip, and I'm not going to play the clip because I've already made a video about it before. But again, if we're going to cancel someone like David Pakman, then we should also be canceling the Daily Wire and Matt Walsh for promoting this type of rhetoric, because if we're going to go by the conservatives' logic here, which is what I'm doing, it's the same exact thing. So I don't see people on Twitter from the right going and saying, well, we should email the Daily Wire's advertisers and cancel them because of what Matt Walsh said here, or because of what he said about these victims. It's bullshit. It's all bullshit. Again, this is not anything new, but I wanted to make a video kind of defending David Pakman because I am a huge fan of Pakman, and again, I do think that this tweet was not worded enough. I saw people talking about it on Twitter, Candace Owens' tweet. I saw other people talking about it on YouTube. Yes, it is not the best tweet, but again, he did not have any malice behind it. He could have got his messaging out better, I think, but this really concentrated effort from the right to try to cancel him, I think, is just proof of who really is in favor of cancel culture and who's not. And again, it's the conservatives, it's the Republican Party, it's the right, it's the people that constantly say that they are not for it that are for it. But that's going to be it for the video. If you guys like the video, please hit the like button. It helps me out so much. Hit the subscribe button, press that little bell, turn on all notifications so you guys never miss an upload.